Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily. Yep, I've managed to break myself. But moving on, today is the final day of our top 3 countdown, and it's all about terrifying solos. First up is the time we headed to Fairhead in Northern Ireland and caught Alex Honnold soloing the massive complete scream, Ep.843. So Alex, yesterday you climbed Complete Scream. Why did you decide to do that route?
Well, honestly, I did it because there was a rap line down it, and my partner got tired, and I was looking for something to do, so I mini tractioned it once. Worked it on a rope by myself, ticked a bunch of holds. Actually, at first I was ticking the gear placements, and they only lasted for the first 10 meters, and then the whole rest of the pitch basically didn't have any gear. And so I was like, well, this is stupid. If I'm going to do it, obviously I'll just solo it.
And throughout the day, were you thinking in the back of your mind, right, I'm going to go for it later on, or was it just, I'll see how I feel later?
Yeah, I was just kind of like, see how I feel. I mean, it was really hot in the sun, and like the wall was really hot, but then actually I was kind of cold on top because of the cold wind, so I was like, well, even though the rock's hot, at least my skin is kind of cold, and I'll be like okay for, basically it was just one of those things.
It's an impressive looking line when you look up at it.
Yeah, I mean, the complete screen's a really nice wall, and it's nice that it's just straight up like a 60-meter vertical face. So it's not really vertical, but it's just like a nice clean wall. I'm sure if I watched somebody soloing that face, I'd be like, I'm not into this, and I would just like leave and like let them do their thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something that's like fun to watch. I think it's scarier to watch that kind of stuff, to see someone like going up and down and figuring something out and hitting the holds. Like, I mean, it's scary to see that, but like when you're doing it, it feels totally fine.
I was at the bottom of that crag watching him climb it, and it was so scary to watch. Next up is an ice climbing solo sent to us by Vitaly Muzien of the first documented free solo of Widow's Tears in Yosemite.
My name is Vitaly, and I'm from San Francisco, California. I work as a registered nurse during the week, and usually I like to climb on the weekends. The Widow's Tears is a beautiful waterfall, and for an ice climber, I think it captivates your imagination of being able to climb something that's situated right almost across from El Capitan. The ice conditions, for the most part, were not too bad, but maybe 10% of the time or 20 or 30% of the time, it was really thin. At times, I would have to lock off on my tool and search for the next placement. Because when you're soloing, you want every placement to be solid, but at times I was just unable to find a solid placement, so I would try to lock off even more and reach higher, as high as I could, to find anything that is semi-solid at least.
Ice climbing free solos are not my cup of tea. Next up, we have a clip from the Real Rock Tour of Brett Harrington having a solo before she headed off to Patagonia for some bigger objectives.
My name is Brett Harrington, and I'm a professional climber. I love the feeling of being high on a cliff in wild places. Stick with me! The more I solo, the more comfortable I am with it, but it's more just like understanding what movements I can do that won't be out of control. There's nothing else interfering with my own thoughts, and usually my thoughts are connected with my surroundings. Just like moving in a really controlled environment and not having like irrational fear that I'm gonna fall. The only thing that would make me fall would be like if I lost my head and like forgot what I was doing or something like that.
Cheers, Brett. Make sure you check out the full Real Rock 11 film series. Right, that's it for our terrifying solos and the end of our top 3 countdowns for 2016. As always, make sure you comment below if you agree or disagree with our choices. Thanks for watching.